Alrighty, so it's 2019, which means there's more movies to come out. Let's dive in and look at my most anticipated movies of 2019, which ones I'm looking forward to and am intrigued by. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright, so it's going to be a top 10 list. I'm going to start off with the honourable mentions. So, first of all, honourable mention is Glass. Now, that's the first big movie that comes out, Glass, which comes out this month actually, around the 17th, 18th I believe it comes out. So Split was good, so I'm really keen to see that one. Then we've also got Hobbs and Shaw, which is the two characters, Hobbs and Shaw from Fast and the Furious, the spin-off series. Interested and intrigued to see where that goes. Can they carry the franchise now? It's going to be interesting to see that dynamic, how they play along. And then you've got Captain Marvel, which is the other MCU movie this year. So I'm intrigued to see how that's all going to tie into Endgame and all that. And yeah, really what they do with the Captain Marvel character. And then finally, we have Shazam. After DC's win with Aquaman, I'm interested to see what they're going to do with Shazam now. The trailers look good, and I'm really intrigued and looking forward to seeing Shazam. So without further ado, let's get into the top 10 now. Alright, number 10 of my most anticipated movies of 2019 is The Kingsman 3. I love the first Kingsman. The second one's, it's not the best, but it is, I still enjoy watching it. There is a lot of plot issues in that, and like the plot is a bit all over the joint, but you know, I love the Kingsman movies, and to get a third is perfect. I'm really, there's no trailers, no nothing about it yet. Just with Kingsman 3, comes out later on, really late in the year, so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we get a good storyline for Kingsman 3 and it carries on this franchise, and yeah, hopefully it's a good conclusion if it is the last one they do. Number 9 is Pokemon Detective Pikachu. The trailers absolutely got me excited for this one. An action live action Pokemon movie. It's not going to be a normal Pokemon movie by the looks of it, but I'm very intrigued to see how they do this and how Ryan Reynolds does the voice of Pikachu and how that actually do this movie, because it's very intriguing, this one, because it's not going to be your typical Pokemon movie. It's going to be completely different, I've got a feeling, and the trailers really make it look good. The CGI in that looks good, so I mean, that's just the trailers though. This could be an absolute dumps fire for all we know. But I'm intrigued by it, I'm excited by it, and I can't wait to see what they do with this movie. Number 8 is Men in Black International. Now this is not a reboot by the looks of it. Looks like it's going to tie into the first 3 Men in Black, because you've obviously got in the trailer, you get the picture of Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones in it. Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson look like they're going to be the two main leads in this movie, and by the trailers it looks funny. I am actually looking forward to this. I didn't know about it until the trailers came out. I watched the trailer and I found the trailer funny. I'm like, Chris Hemsworth, I love Chris Hemsworth as an actor. He's a brilliant actor and he's funny as well, and I think this movie, he's perfectly going to be cast in this movie. I think he's going to do a fantastic job, and I can't wait to see how they carry this side of Men in Black, and if they're going to set it up for a franchise, for another trilogy or not. But I'm looking forward to this, so I can't wait for that. Alright, number 7 is The Lion King. Alright, number 7 is The Lion King. This is, I don't know if it's it's not really a live action CGI. I don't know, it's going to be, I don't know what you would say it is, but it's going to be interesting, The Lion King. Everyone holds The Lion King animated movie up here. Most people think it's their best animated movie of all time. I mean, I loved it. I watched it as a kid and absolutely loved it. Everyone did. All us 90s and 80s and all that. We all love The Lion King. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do this. Is it going to be traditional in the story that the anime version has, or are they going to change it? That's the big question. Are they going to change it or not? And I'm looking forward to seeing what they actually do with this movie. I hope it doesn't bomb. I hope they keep the same storyline. Even though we know what's going to happen, you're still going to get when he dies, and you're going to get all those scenes emotionally. You know, when Simba sees sees his dad die, and that's going to be, I'm guaranteeing there's going to be a lot of people crying in that theatre if they execute that properly. A lot of people are going to cry, and I can't wait to see how this one turns out. So that's obviously going to it's going to be in most people's top 10 anticipated movies. So please deliver on The Lion King. Number 6 is Zombieland 2. I didn't know they were making a Zombieland 2 until I went through and had a look for this video and that to see what movies were coming out. But apparently there's a Zombieland 2. So I love Zombieland, that first one. The first one is funny. I absolutely love it. Woody Harrelson is unbelievably funny in that. And this movie has got me very intrigued to see how they're going to actually do this sequel. Because the first one they reached their destination. So it's kind of like, they reached that destination and it was still all gone to crap. And then you get the scene where they're wiping out all the zombies and that. So it's going to be interesting to see where they go. Obviously there's no trailer out for it, so we don't know what it actually looks like or anything like that. So we'll get one later on in the year. But I'm very intrigued to see where they take this one. And I mean, I don't know where they're going to go, but it's got me very intrigued and excited because I love the first one. So we'll see, won't we? Right, now we are getting into the top 5, and coming in number 5 is Dragon Ball Super Broly. I'm so keen for this. I've been waiting for this movie for a long, long time. It's been out in Japan for a month now, basically. And I'm so keen. I've heard great things. It's a spectacle. The animation's on point. I mean, I'm a massive Dragon Ball fan, and I just cannot wait to see this movie. Akira Toriyama has brought Broly back and redone him. Apparently the backstory to Broly is so much better than the other Broly movies. He's redone. And I just can't. I just want to see this movie so bad. So I've only got like 20 something days to go before it comes out here in Australia. So I cannot wait for that. And it's gonna be an absolute. It's just one that I've been waiting for a long, long time. So it's definitely always gonna be in my top 5. All right, coming in at number 4 is gonna be John Wick 3. Now the first 2 John Wicks are absolutely amazing action films. I love the John Wick franchise at the moment. 1 and 2 are just, whoo, they're my. If you want straight action with kung fu, whatever, guns and everything, go watch John Wick 1 and 2 because you're guaranteed to get it. It is brilliant, John Wick. It's such a simple story, yet so well executed, and the mythology and lore behind it with the assassin and the Continental and all that, it makes the third one much more intriguing because they expanded upon it in the second movie, and now with what's happened in the second movie, where he's no longer a part of it and he hasn't got any of the services, I'm very, very excited to see John Wick just kick some assassin ass. I mean, we are going to see why he's the most feared person in the organisation, why they call him the boogeyman, because I think the third one is going to take it up a notch from 1 and 2, and I'm so excited for it, because you know you're going to get it with Keanu Reeves playing the lead. You know he's going to give you 110% no matter what, and I cannot wait for John Wick 3 to come out. Alright, we're into the top 3 now. The third one from the top is Spider-Man Far From Home. Now this is the sequel to Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming, the MCU, and it's going to be after, obviously, Infinity War and that. So I really enjoyed Homecoming. It's definitely up there as one of my favourite MCU movies by far. Spider-Man is one of my favourite MCU characters and heroes for a long time. I grew up with Spider-Man, I absolutely love Spider-Man, and I'm so intrigued to how they're going to do it with Mysterio now. Jake Gyllenhaal is coming to play him, so I cannot wait to see, because Jake is just a brilliant actor. So him coming into this playing Mysterio, I think you're gonna get an absolutely A++ performance from him. So I think that's going to be fine. The villain's going to be fine. It's the way they're going to write him and how they're going to interpret him into the MCU. But Tom Holland comes back, and I'm very, very intrigued for this movie. This movie It's got me very excited. I cannot wait for this one. The only bad thing about it is it's so far away. And I just wanted to hurry up and come. So Spider-Man comes in at number 3. And coming in at number 2, these two could have, the 1 and 2 could have easily been swapped had it not been for one of the previous movies that hurt the franchise a bit, in my opinion. It really did hurt me after growing up with all the movies and that. So coming in number 2 is Star Wars Episode 9. Now, Last Jedi, what Rian Johnson did with Luke Skywalker is unforgivable. That, to me, yes, okay, Last Jedi is not the worst movie. No, it's not. I mean, I do like some bits in it, but what they did with Luke Skywalker is unforgivable. In my opinion, I was not a fan of what they did with him. They turned it... Oh, I mean, it's just, yeah. But Abrams is back to do Episode 9, and I liked Force Awakens a lot. I thought he did a fantastic job in getting it all ready, and that Rian Johnson just threw it and just went, whatever, I don't care what you set up, and I'm going to do it this way. So I hope Abrams can save it. I really do. I think he can save it. But for the first time in my whole entire life, I've put, when a Star Wars film like this, of the main continuity comes out, is always at the top of my anticipated list. This is the first time that I haven't put it at the top. I mean, Star Wars is like my favourite franchise. I absolutely love it. I grew up. My dad we used to watch it all the time. You know, the old trilogy is absolutely brilliant. But I'm very, very intrigued to how Abrams is going to save it now. Because Last Jedi really did split the fandom. And how he's going to tie everything back to his original idea before Rian Johnson ruined it. Really, he ruined it. Absolute idiot, ruined it. But how Abrams is going to actually fix it all, I'm very intrigued by that. The only good thing about Last Jedi is Kylo Ren, in my opinion. Adam Driver did a spectacular performance in portraying it. He's a good character, I like him. So I hope Abrams can save the franchise and deliver an Episode 9 that will bring the fandom back, because Last Jedi really did leave a sour taste in most Star Wars fans' mouths. So, yeah, so Star Wars comes in at number 2, unfortunately. Coming in at number 1, you all know it's going to be on everyone's list, or it'll either be 1 or 2 in most people's list, is Avengers Endgame. We got a teaser trailer. Don't think much of it because it's just a little snippet. There's nothing really there to take into consideration. I mean, if they did not put another trailer out, it'd still be my most anticipated movie. After Infinity War, I am so freaking keen for this movie. This movie needs to hurry up because Endgame is gonna be massive. Like, they can call it whatever, they can do whatever, and it's gonna make $1 billion. It's gonna make $1 billion easily. This is gonna be the biggest movie of the year. Because of how good Infinity War is, I think everyone's expectations are high, maybe unrealistic, and I mean, I don't know if they can do it 2 times in a row and knock it through, but I trust the Russo brothers. They delivered 2 good movies already. They've delivered Civil War and Infinity War. I am pretty sure they're going to deliver an Endgame. I cannot wait for this movie. This is going to wrap up the whole Thanos story. Well, I sort of hope it doesn't wrap up the Thanos story. I hope he stays alive and we see more of him, but it's going to be interesting to see how they tie it up, because it's going to be like a sort of a reset button, because we're going to get all the new characters like Spider-Man, Black Panther, and all the cosmos stuff going on into the universe with Captain Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy, and all that. So it's going to be like a sort of like retiring the old characters, starting with the new and going again. So Endgame's going to be, I cannot wait for Endgame to come out. That's my most anticipated movie of 2019. Let me know in the comments, what is your most anticipated movies? You know, because I want to see what you guys are most... Because there's so many good movies that everyone's looking forward to, different genres and that. I think it's going to be a good year for horror. There's a lot of horror movies that are coming out that most horror fans are very, very excited for. So let me know what you're excited for. And you guys have yourself a good afternoon, good morning, good day, wherever you are in the world. keep smiling, because it's a new year, and I want you guys to smash out 2019. Alright, so I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Perfect.